What's up, everybody? I'm Puma Pete.
I am Moosin.
And we're back playing Torchlight II, playing Clear the Overworld, which is massive. We're still on our quest to meet the genie of the lamp. However...
is he gonna be voiced by Robin Williams?
That would make this game just even better than it already is. I just have this weird feeling that Robin Williams is not going to be the voice actor for the genie. But one can hope.
You're gonna let down millions.
He hasn't been up to like much recently, right? What's he in now?
I don't know.
He's on a sitcom, isn't he?
Yeah, where he owns his company.
I feel like he definitely has time to make an appearance on Torchlight 2 if he really wanted to. I feel like if you're on a sitcom, your schedule's not that busy.
Well, it depends what kind of sitcom.
Like, which sitcom do you imagine is busier than the others?
What's the name of him? Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's not even on. If you're on Seinfeld right now, you're definitely not busy.
I meant back in the day, not now.
Why was Seinfeld so much busier than other sitcoms?
I don't know. They made a lot of episodes.
I feel like it's not like they were making them faster than other people, though. I feel like
yes,
most TV shows make their shows at more. Alright, you ready for this sick, nasty teleport? Alright, just kidding. But yeah, I feel like Seinfeld was not like producing their episodes any faster than anyone else. They just made more of them more often.
For some reason, just tornadoes like to just randomly spawn.
Yeah, I still don't really know how those work. Also, I stood in one last episode, and I'm pretty sure I took 0 damage, so I have no idea what they do.
Because I just walked through one and I took a bunch of damage.
Well, clearly you need better tornado resistance, and get on my level, Chief.
Can we petition every game designer to switch it from wind resistance to tornado resistance?
Maybe if they're watching this, they'll just get the idea. Can we get our 8 viewers to sign a petition to change it to tornado resistance? Why am I taking so much damage?
Were you standing in the fire?
Maybe. I wasn't really paying that close of attention because I was distracted by tornado resistance.
I mean...
It really should be a thing, though. It sounds way cooler.
At least it's not as distracting as that other game we play.
Warframe?
Which, if you haven't seen, you should check out.
Yeah, you can watch us... It's specifically me fail really horribly. I'm not an FPS player by any means. I'd like to think that while Mason... I always joke that Mason significantly just what word am I? I almost said hanker, but that's certainly not the word. Hinder. Hinder is the word that I was looking for.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy right here.
Look at what guy. He's even bigger than usual. Is he a giant? No, he's just
Why
purple.
does he look icy?
I don't know. If you didn't know, all people that are purple people are bigger than standard issue people. Just in real life and in games.
They usually have one eye and one horn, and they fly and eat people.
Would you describe that person as a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater, Mason?
Sure looks good to me.
Sure looks good?
Yeah.
What looks good?
That's the next line of the song.
Oh.
Come on now, Peter.
No one knows past one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people.
That was like my favorite song when I was
really struggling with words right now. I don't know why. What were we talking about before we started talking about that? Because I feel like
hinder your progress.
Oh yeah. Well, I frequently joke that Mason hinders our progress significantly in this game. I actively hinder the process in Warframe. I died in the most recent episode. I just died all of the times.
And by that, he actually died like 4 times.
Yeah, in one level. I think I'm out of self-revives in that game because I use them all on one level. And it's like level 4.
Don't they regenerate it?
I certainly hope so. If not, we're in trouble. Mason, we had yeah, really. We had one clip that I unfortunately lost because I forgot to record it, in which I died, I think, in the first 3 minutes of the level, and Mason proceeded to beat the entire level by himself.
Yeah.
Is this a ship that can enchant my items?
I mean,
all hail
I
the
wouldn't
Flying
doubt it.
Dutchman.
Oh,
We're
we
just
talked to the door.
the
and
door
that
can
enchants
enchant
our
stuff. Oh, that's already max enchantment. Oh, I'm getting killed. Maybe I don't. Am I? No, I guess not.
There was a
Whatever.
little like elite rat attacking you.
Okay. But yeah. So, check that out if you haven't watched it yet. It's a good time. It's a really awesome game. Just check the game out in general if you haven't, because it's a really cool game. It's like a third-person shooter, dungeon crawler, kinda, with like space ninjas. It's really cool.
The Space Ninja part is the best.
The Space Ninja part is very cool. And there's like a ton of different classes, I guess, that you can unlock as you go. And it's free on Steam. So,
yeah.
just all of the good things can be said about that game.
There are paid cosmetics and whatnot, and I think you can pay for warframes, but everything is...
Yeah, you can play the game for free. And I'm pretty sure all the levels... There's another enchanter over here. Oh my, it's a fox! Or a raccoon. Or a red panda.
Yeah, I think they
I
just
think
want
it's
us
a
to
red
enchant
panda.
our
Yeah,
gear.
they're sending us subliminal messages like, hey, enchant your gear.
You have so much gold, why not spend it?
Do I have that much gold though? I feel like when we die... Oh, I just dropped boots. I don't even... I accidentally...
You dropped your boots?
I don't... Do I still have... I still have my boots on. I dropped a different pair. I was looking at my gold and trying to fight stuff at the same time, and things just went...
So you threw
things
your
got out of
boots
control.
at the enemy.
I threw my boots right in this, like, lion, monster, lizard thing's face. I'm telling... This tornado definitely does not do any damage. Look at this. I'm running through it. Oh, just kidding. It wasn't doing any damage, and then it did a bunch of damage.
This guy just keeps like falcon punching me, and it hurts.
What
so
are
bad.
these animals even like? Like if you had to describe these big things as an anthropomorphic version of an animal, what animal would you describe them as? They kind of look cat-like to me.
Oh. You mean these ones? The ones that are casting things?
Well, the
other
ones that
ones-
do the falcon
dash?
punch dash at you.
They look like lizards to me.
Do they? I don't know why they look like feline-esque to me.
Oh, this is the same enchanter as before. Look
He's
at
so
this
cute
guy.
though. Oh, I'm
Look at
taking so
this
much damage.
guy.
I'm distracted. Look at what guy. Wow.
Huge.
He is just that has to be purple and giant. He's definitely bigger than the last giant armadillo we fought, Armadillo, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, check out Warframe. End of that little side net.
Tangent.
Yeah, tangent's a good word. I couldn't even think of that word.
I learned that
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it your word of the day?
How'd you know?
My friend actually has a word of the day calendar.
My grandpa does that too.
I feel like that's like an old person thing to do. I think it's weird that my friend has it because he's 20 and in college, and like I just feel like most 20-year-old college students are not. Oh, Derek, really, you're just gonna stand there and watch? Really?
I mean,
there you go. Get in the action.
Clearly, he's just playing.
He just he's just spawned on the cliff. He was playing Lion King. He was like, oh, baby city ba. We have to break this guy's armor. This
He
is just
takes
annoying.
about 0 damage.
Yeah, really. Just gonna keep lighting him on fire, I guess.
We're
really not. Oh,
he staff.
Tail whipped the heck out of me too. This is like, I feel like, you know in Pokemon, Tail Whip doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
Even if it's on like a giant Pokemon.
Like Onyx.
Yeah. It's just like defense fell. This is what happens if an Onyx would actually Tail Whip you. Just all of the damages would
finally.
happen.
The plates got shattered.
Nice. Derek's finally getting useful after he was just chilling up on the cliff doing nothing.
I wish I had like a life tap ability that I could get mana from health.
These guys just look sad when they don't have their shell on. He has a really tiny head.
I wouldn't say it's tiny. It's kind of the size of our characters.
I don't know. It's like it's disproportional to the rest of his body. Like a
I
T-Rex.
can agree with that one. Except T-Rex's heads aren't really disproportionate, are they?
Their heads are pretty large.
Yeah.
Maybe their heads just seem large because their arms are that small.
Maybe? I don't know.
Have you seen my T-Rex shirt? It's a green shirt and it says T-Rex hates push-ups on it.
No.
And it's like a T-Rex, just like his head is just on the ground and his arms don't reach to do a push-up.
It's great.
It's a pretty great shirt.
My friend has a shirt that he sent me a picture of the other day. Him wearing it, and it's, I think Dom Missetti has them from YouTube, and it's the Empire lifts back, and it's Darth Vader flexing, and he's really jacked. It's it.
Even though Darth Vader was actually like a sickly, like 60-year-old guy.
Yeah.
Who didn't have like arms or legs, I'm pretty sure. So,
I mean,
physically incapable of generating muscle mass.
Yeah. Well, if we want to go like that,
but it's a cool shirt.
Yeah.
These guys' punches are just the... Oh, he almost trapped me. That would have been horrifying. That would have been like the bone cage times infinity.
Except you have room to move in there.
Yeah, and I can teleport out anyway.
Where are you?
I'm fighting a Sandhawk. Ow, and he punched me again.
You're over here.
I am.
Because there are two more over there.
I see. Ow! I was not even close. Check the replay. Check the replay. I was not even close. That's so annoying.
Do you see that awesome bone cage? It's more like bone wall.
I wasn't really looking because I was trying to fight the other.
It's like
Sandhawk
right
down
here.
There. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was yours.
Ow.
So
well, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, you actually can't get out like I can.
Except I can just run around the edge because he can't really.
Yeah, he doesn't move too quickly.
Well.
So I was watching. I don't know what. All right, so I went home today because I'm on spring break. I just went home for like a day. It was actually last night into today. If you were upset by the fact that episode 12 came out about 6 hours later than it usually does, sorry about that. I had it. I have like a nice desktop, which is what we use to record and such. But I couldn't take it home with me. It's like 60 pounds because it's a giant steel tower case.
And you don't want to take it home for like a week and then
for
have
a
to
day.
drag it back.
For a day.
Oh.
I only went home last night into today. But so I was home today. I had nothing to do. I was really bored, and I was like, I wonder whatever happened in Codename Kids Next Door. Cause like, all right. So did you ever watch like the movie, like the Operation Zero?
I'm sure I have.
All right, it's when so you find out that the delightful kids from down the lane were like used to be spoiler alert for you diehard Codename Kids Next Door fans that haven't watched the whole series yet, even though it's like over. Seriously, like you can't be both a diehard fan and still have not seen it. But anyway, spoiler, just in case. It's the Operation Zero is when they find out that the delightful kids from down the lane used to be like super duper awesome Kids Next Door operatives before they like got delightified by Dad. And like for just like a little bit of time, they turned back into like their operative form, and they were super awesome. They were like way cooler.
I feel like you can't stress that enough right now.
Exactly. It's very important to the story that they're super awesome. There's just so many anthropomorphic lizards. So yeah, they were super awesome, but at like the end of the movie, they got turned back into their Delightful Kids from Down the Lane version because like, I guess the machine that Dad used was just like too powerful or something like that. So like for a little bit they were in like their operative form and they were way cooler than 1 through 5, and then they got changed back. But
oh jeez,
did you run into the giant, massive anthropomorphic lizards?
Yeah, and I got slowed.
That's why you should be able to teleport like me. Anyway, so
I don't know if I have a teleport.
I was at my house today. I was not doing anything. I literally didn't. I woke up at like 8 o'clock. Didn't even move out of my bed until like 11, and then I went down only to lay on the couch for like another 5 hours. And I was like, I wonder whatever happened to like the delightful kids from down the lane. So I was very invested in what I wanted them to turn back into their cool versions of themselves. So I was watching it, or I looked it up, and I was on like the Kids Next Door wiki, and they were like fate, and I was like, oh man, I'm excited to read this. And they started talking about, because I was like, maybe I just forgot, and like I knew what happened to him. And they were talking about this episode called Operation Interview. And I was like, I know I haven't seen this before. And I guess it was another like longer thing, like a film kind of. I think it was like an hour, like with commercials. So I was like, I can't read this. Like I need to watch this episode. Like I need to experience firsthand how Codename Kids Next Door ended. And so it took me forever to find this episode. For the record, it's not readily available. Like there's like 3 seasons of the show on Netflix. I think that's actually what got me started on this whole thing. But there are like 3 seasons on Netflix, which is way less than what they've actually made. So after some extensive Googling, finally found a full version of Operation Interview. And it was the like strangest concept ever on Cartoon Network. Like it was
What happened?
It was half live action.
What?
Yeah, but the live action part was in the future. So they got adult actors to come in and act as numbers 2 through 5.
What happened to number 1?
That's hold on, Mason. Just wait.
That was like the perfect segue question.
So they start off the interview and they're talking to adult live action version of number 5, which is this like sassy black lady in like regular clothes and still a red hat. Because apparently that's like a defining characteristic. That's how you knew. That's how you knew for a fact that this lady was really number 5, and not just like a phony actor that they got to play in the live action film. Like it was definitely the adult version of number 5. So apparently they made this machine because like when you turn 13 in Codename Kids Next Door, they like take your memories so that you can't like come back and fight them as teens, because teens are bad guys. So I guess the person conducting the interview created this machine that enabled them to temporarily remember what happened as an operative. And the interviewer was asking them like, oh, what happened to number 1? Which is exactly what you were talking about. So throughout the episode, it switches between live action, future people, and like the cartoon. And all right, first of all, the live action versions of the adults the kids turn into were like absurd. So like, as I already described number 5, number 2 was this like goofy fat guy who like fell asleep a lot. Like pretty reasonable, kind of what you'd expect number 2 to turn into. Acting the whole time as if he's married to number 3, who turns into this like super serious Asian businesswoman. Like I know, alright, so last episode we were discussing racial stereotypes. When we were discussing like disguises that cops wore. She was literally like the most stereotypical. Like Cartoon Network was not pulling any punches with their stereotypes. And then number 4 is this like wealthy British guy in like a golf shirt, like a pink golf shirt, like a sweater. Number 4 is like the tough kid in the orange sweater.
Orange
Yeah,
hoodie,
bowl cut. Yeah. He turns into a classy British businessman. Like I didn't see the connection at all, aside from the fact that I guess he's British in the show, which as a child I never noticed.
I thought he was Australian.
Ooh, that's a good point. Maybe he was. Alright, Australian/British. They sound the same to me. Turns out he was actually married to number 3, and they just, like, acted the whole time. Like, number 2 was just acting like he was married to number 3. So
What?
number 4, number 3, yeah, it was weird.
These numbers are getting too confusing.
2 fat one, 3 Asian one, 4th, Australian British one, 5th, Sassy Black Woman, Red Hat.
Alright.
So they're like, oh, whatever happened to number 1? And I will answer that question next time on Friendly Fire Co-op. Goodbye.
Bye.